We're making protein cookies this morning. So we're gonna do some chocolate chip banana protein cookies, and we're gonna get started with some old bananas that I need to use up. I admittedly am actually not a great baker, but the few things I do know how to bake, I would say I'm good at. They have great macros, and I have dialed those things in. But if you're looking for like a creme brulee, you are at the wrong place. But if you're looking for just a high protein cookie thing that you could have as a breakfast, you are in the right place. So let's get started. First, I'm going to start with, I have just a good sized mixing bowl here that apparently has a chocolate chip left in it. We're going to start with just throwing in your ripe bananas. You can use frozen bananas for this. Just make sure that they are fairly ripe so they're easy to kind of mash up. Also will add, so one funny thing about this reno that I did is this isn't a full kitchen, and I get tons of questions about it all the time. The kitchen's not quite done yet, but you've probably noticed I don't have a stove in here. So I could have put a conventional oven in. They just take up a lot of space, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually use my oven that often. I'm not gonna be the one that's living here long term. I'm just living here while I finish up the renos on this side, but as a rental, I think I can get away with not having a full oven. I do have a 2-burner drop-in or on top cooktop, which I've been debating either putting a hole in my countertop, so there's countertop burners. Don't know if I want to sacrifice the counter space in that. And then this has turned into essentially just an appliance cupboard. And then I have another really large bank of cabinets. You can never really see them in pictures though. That serves as essentially my pantry. I keep all of my other kitchen things in there. In this big cupboard, the nice thing about this as well is I did wire in outlets, so everything is plugged in all the time, which I love. So on the top, I have a microwave, and then in here I have my Ninja Creamy, my blender, my Soda Stream, and I've got my knife set over here. And then this is an air fryer convection oven combo thing that I bought at Costco, and it is the best thing in the whole world. I love it. I quite literally use it every day. And then underneath this, I haven't plumbed it in yet. I will have an apartment size dishwasher. So I'm just waiting for that to come in right now. And that's pretty much how I'm gonna compactly fit everything into this small space, but it's worked out perfectly so far. I really like it. I also wanted to live in the space first to see, do I really hate not having a full-size oven? And if I did, then I could change it before I moved. Start by preheating your oven to 350 and then spray your cookie sheet with cooking spray, so Pam, or lightly grease it, kind of whatever you would like. But we're gonna start with our bananas. We're gonna just mush these up quick. I already grabbed a fork here. This is why you do them right, because they're so much easier to do. I did this last week with not ripe bananas because I was being impatient. I'm not a really patient person. I'm so many things, and patient is not one of them. It's my best and worst quality because it's really helpful sometimes and really inconvenient at others. So you're going to need bananas for this recipe, rolled oats, protein powder, peanut butter, and chocolate chips. Almost forgot the best part. For this recipe, I would add in a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. If you're in a fat loss phase, it's really important that you measure these things. I'm not currently in a fat loss phase, so I am going to eyeball my peanut butter, but like I said, if you're in a fat loss phase, it's important that you measure those ingredients. And then I don't actually own measuring cups. Comical, I know. I'm Italian, I swear. My oma used to always, I learned how to cook from a woman that said, a pinch of this and a handful of this. And when I was younger, I hated that, but now as an adult, I think I really ran with it because I don't measure it. And I only measure recipes when I have to give them to people. And even then, I'm typically measuring things in a blender bottle. So I want to say in here, we have roughly 1.5 cups of oats. So we'll do 1.5 cups of rolled oats, and we'll do 1 full scoop of protein powder. You've probably noticed I haven't put chocolate chips in them yet. What I like to do is I like to just put in half of my chocolate chips in the cookies, mix them in, and then I like to do most of my chocolate chips actually on top, so you get the ooey gooey melted chocolate on top. I'll do 2 tablespoons in the actual cookies, and then we'll just mix that in here. The other 2 tablespoons I will just sprinkle on top. Okay, tester cookie is done, and I baked them at 350 for about 5 minutes. Just wait for the chocolate to get ooey gooey melted and it to get kind of golden brown on the edges. If you're thinking to yourself, you put so many chocolate chips on the top of that one, I did. Yep, I did. So good. I'm so excited. Okay, and in they go. This is like soft and perfect. So good. So good. So good. 10 out of 10. I ate that last one, it was delicious, and then I just stared at them cooking. I'm gonna go with between 5 to 7 minutes. It's not like there's anything raw in here, so you're not really waiting for anything to cook. You're kind of just waiting for your chocolate to get melty and ooey and gooey, and you don't want to overcook them because you don't want the protein powder to make them too dry and weird, and you also want to be able to warm them up later so that every cookie you eat has melted chocolate on it, because I don't care who you are, cookies are better with melted chocolate. They are. Everything is. Muffins, brownies, a cake. If I'm having chocolate, I want it melted. Unless I'm in the backcountry on a trail and I cannot put my delicious snacks in something that will heat it up. But even then, I'd probably put it on a little fire if I was having a fire. Fun fact about me though, I almost never make fires. I'm not a fire girl, mainly because I don't want my hair to smell like fire and I don't want to have to wash it. Women, the older that I get, I take 2 body showers a day, but I'm not washing my hair if I don't have to. We're avoiding that like the plague. I don't want to do it. It's so much work. Okay, my delicious cookies. This is what your cookie will turn out like. I think people would tell you to put them on a cooling rack. I'm probably gonna eat 3 to 4 of these as my breakfast because that is why I made them. Remember that the ingredients from these are essentially just protein oats, but I baked them in cookie form, which is mo better. I don't know if I greased my cookie sheet well enough, okay? We're still learning with the baking. The actual cookies themselves, fire. Getting the cookies off the sheet, less fire. I can tell you how to get good macros, and I can't tell you like the best practice of actually how to bake things. I'll try and learn. Learning. Packs recently. I actually ordered these for backcountry trips because if you're going on a backcountry trip, you can put your ramen and all your veggies in here, seal it up, hike however far you want, and then all you have to do is add boiling water to these. That is 100% why I bought these, but I've been using these instead of Ziplocs lately for just everyday life as well, and I quite like them. If you've been thinking about doing silicone packs, highly recommend. The only thing I will say about these is these are just flat lay ones. They don't kind of expand a ton, and I need to order some more that expand a little bit more on the bottom, just because I bought them for backcountry trips and I would like it to be able to stand itself up instead of having to like juggle your dinner. Uh-oh, they don't all fit. I better eat them. I'm a 5-year-old, like an actual adult 5-year-old. That's the funniest part about life sometimes is I'm like, who's just letting me free roam my life over here? Like somebody's gonna come tell me like, no, you can't do life like that. But you know what? You can have cookies for breakfast, make them healthy. This has bananas, oats, peanut butter, protein. Like this is a good healthy breakfast. It's just better because it's a fucking cookie. Because I don't care who you are, cookies are delicious. The end, that's it. Okay, have the best day, okay? Thanks for coming to make cookies with me. Let's bake more often.